Welcome back. Now let's take a look at the auto sector where the picture is looking quite grim. A number of auto heavyweights did come out with their May sales numbers over the weekend. Maruti's total sales slumped 22% and two-wheeler makers Aion Motors and Hero Moto also reported a weak set of numbers. Sonia is now here to tell us about all of the details. Hi Sonia.
Hi Pavitra, good morning. Thanks for that. Well, yes, the auto sales have worsened in the month of May. It's a double whammy of sorts. On one hand, there's the high base effect. Remember, companies like Maruti are sitting on a base of a 20% growth that they saw same time last year. And on the other hand, there's this higher inventory, lower demand that has hit the numbers this time around. So as you rightly pointed out, for companies like Maruti, it's a 5-month low as far as sales are concerned, 22% fall overall. In fact, if you look at, some of the segments, the mini car segment, which is the Alto and the Wagon-R, has seen a slide of almost 57% year on year. We have been talking about how sales of Ola and Uber have also come down. So that's reflected in some of these segments like the mini car segment. Now, the big headline, according to me, is the steep fall that we've seen in commercial vehicle sales. Across the board, whether you talk about Aion Motors, Tata Motors, etc., there's been an excess of 25% fall. Tata Motors' medium and heavy commercial vehicle sales have fallen 38% in the month of May. Now, Tata Motors in their press release says that depressed freight rates and underutilization of trucks is a big issue. They also say that the demand for medium and heavy commercial vehicle trucks continues to be weak on the back of the excess freight carrying capacity. Remember, the freight carrying capacity increased by 20% after the revision of the axle load norms without the commensurate increase in freight availability. So that really has impacted that entire sector this time around. If you look at Aion Motors as well, the Royal Enfield sales were very weak, below expectations. Total Royal Enfield sales were down 17% on a year-on-year basis. Now, for Mahindra and Mahindra, that stock is almost at a 52-week low. It has seen incremental pressure because of two reasons. One, tractor sales have been very weak. In fact, this month around as well, tractor sales are down by almost about 16% year-on-year. The other is that despite having 3 new launches in the utility vehicle space, whether it's the Marazzo, the Alturas, the XUV 300, they just are unable to grow their auto segment. So auto sales are down by about 3% despite having new launches. So I expect M&M to also be in the red. The only ray of hope, the silver lining, has come in from Hero MotoCorp. The numbers are bad, but not as bad as what the street was estimating. And if you look at it, there's a sequential improvement, in fact. So total sales year on year are down by about 8%, but on a month-on-month basis, Hero has seen a 13.5% improvement. So that's the only, positive. Otherwise, very weak numbers.
All right, Sonia, thanks a lot for that. Very weak numbers coming in from the auto space. But let's keep an eye out on the deal street now. The deal to sell DHFL has now seen a new entrant raising hopes of a solution to its asset liability mismatch issue. Nisha Podar gets us the exclusive details this morning. Nisha.
Thanks for that, Mangalam. Sources with direct knowledge share with CNBC-TV18 that Aion Capital, which remember is the Special Situations Fund, is the one which has entered the fray to explore the opportunity of a deal in DHFL. What sources with direct knowledge are sharing with us is that Aion Capital may be signing a term sheet soon to explore the DHFL transaction. They will be exploring the idea of buying a majority stake in DHFL in the listed company. Aion Capital could be conducting due diligence soon is what we gather. Remember, Aion Capital is not the only one. DHFL for past many months has been exploring a deal to infuse capital into the company. Lone Star, Piramal Enterprises, Oaktree have also explored this transaction and are also in talks with DHFL at this point. Both Aion Capital and DHFL have not responded to a CNBC-TV18 query. But remember that asset liability mismatch is a big concern for DHFL, and some capital needs to be infused quickly for DHFL to be up and running as far as the business is concerned.
All right, thanks for taking us through all of those details, Nisha. We're shifting focus to the pharma sector now. Aurobindo Pharma's Unit 3 has received Form 483 for its Unit 3. Ekta is now here with all of the details. Ekta, some negative news coming in?
Yes, definitely there is negative news which is coming for Aurobindo this morning, where we managed to access the Form 483 which is issued to the Unit 3, and it has been issued 10 observations by the US FDA. It was inspected in fact just in the month of May, from 13th to 24th of May, so it's a recent inspection which took place, and the observations seem to be quite detailed in terms of the kind of details that they've put out. So they've said that responsibilities and procedures applicable to quality control unit are not in writing and fully followed. Written procedures are not followed for cleaning and maintenance of equipment. Lab records do not include complete data derived from all tests, examinations. Written records of investigations into unexplained discrepancies do not always include conclusions, follow-ups. So there's a lot of detailed analysis in terms of, what exactly are the issues in these 10 observations. And my fear is that it's probably, obviously it depends on what Aurobindo replies to the US FDA, but it seems as though the problems are mounting for Aurobindo at this point in time, because 3 of their units have already received an OAI status, or an official action indicated status, and after this, now this particular unit has received 10 observations. Their unit 16 had received multiple observations as well. So as of now, looks like maybe a little bit of a sticky spot.